like let me give you a little example. This me
Mm.
and Charlie used to say this a long time ago, but so we used to Charlie used to do consultations way back in the day for like $70. He's my business partner, and he used to do consultations for $70, and he used to get the worst fucking clients on the planet.
Yeah.
Like didn't respect him at all. It was just it was like it was terrible. And then as we increased our prices, we started getting people that actually respected our time, and then also on top of that were more serious, right? Now there's also like
Absolutely.
yeah, and that sort of thing. It's just weird how humans work like that, but there is this weird thing where like if they don't pay a pound of flesh or something, they don't respect it. And I bet you if we charged like $100 for the course, I mean, fucking, they wouldn't respect the information. I really think most people would have not even paid attention to it. Like it's weird how the brain works like that. But I mean, I've talked to Richard about this, and it's legitimate. It's like he's like, yeah, like I mean, I remember him saying multiple times, like, yeah, like I should have charged for Vive.
Yeah.
It would have hit way different.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, if you have goods and services out there that you want to get in crypto, absolutely charge for them. And yeah, make it a price people respect. For this, I treat it as a hobby. I don't treat it as a business. Just one last side note on that. And for SciVive, good news. Hopefully, it's we've got SciVive at an editor right now who's working on it. Maybe we get it in print this year. Maybe we at least get it in better shape, and then Richard gets to sell it and get that value that's been lacking the last 6 or 7 years since it's been out. So
Yeah. I think at some point, I think I mean, in a couple, I think maybe like the bear market of next cycle, I think that's when he's going to start focusing on Vive. I think if I had to
I
guesstimate,
hope so.
yeah, because I mean, there's too much stuff with Pulse Chain for him to really go full on with that. But at some point, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's how he's going to piss people off. He's like, "Why aren't you focusing on Hex, man? What about Pulse Chain, man? Come on, man, Pulse Hex, man. What like he's like spending all this money on like research and stuff for for like life extension and shit. Why isn't he focusing on the fucking price and the token, bro? And like
So selfish.
it's yeah, it's just I mean, like
When
the
Hex V2, Hex
yeah,
V2, man.
yeah, oh yeah, XP.
Yeah.
Yeah, when upgrade, man. Tokenomics ain't working anymore, man. Like, what's going on, dude? You know?
I've been clipping all kinds of his vintage videos. If anyone doesn't know, I got vintage videos coming out every week for the next 2 years. I just finished that
Really?
project. Yeah,
How do
it's
you do it? Are you clipping or like the short 15-minute clips, or is the full video? How are you doing that?
so basically just went through probably 50 or 80 of his just old clips
Mm.
from 2017 till the last Hex conference in 2013. So vintage slash notable clips, and just went through it. Some of them have timestamps, some of them don't. Went through the video, picked out interesting things I could find. Some of them are 3 minutes, some of them are 10 minutes, stuff like that. But there's so many funny ones too. And somebody asked about Hex V2. When's Hex V2? And he's like, let me tell you when it's coming out. It's here now. It's here now. Like all those amazing streams we remember.
Yeah.
As well as, I mean, I got them coming out. I had one come out today. He talked about ratio trading. I believe that's the one that came out today, and all that. So yeah, the channel. If I take a vacation for 2 years, at least if unless something changes, you'll get vintage RH clips at least once a week for the next until March 2025. They wouldn't let me schedule any farther out. I had more, but I had like 180 clips or something like that I
So
went through.
how long did it take to upload all that? God damn.
You're making me have nightmares again. I'm in the middle of doing. I'm questioning why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And then no, just push through, just do it.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. Just do it. And then yeah, it was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of work, but
I, I'll,
I
I'll
think it'll be worth it.
I'll tell you this as a content creator: if you're not pushing content out, you'll be forgotten. It's
Consistency.
kind of dark. It's kind of dark to say that, but it's true. It's like you have to, if you're not making noise, you will be forgotten and stuff. So I mean, just don't ever stop. Basically, yeah.
That's
I know, but it's true. It's it takes a lot of effort to get the ball rolling, and it doesn't take that much to keep it like in motion and stuff like that. Now, if you want to go faster, of course, it's gonna take real effort. But like a lot of people can maintain their channels and do all kinds of. It's just like you work so hard and then you just let it go. It's like it seems ridiculous and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those. What was the phrase? I think it came from Naval Ravikant, another person
How to Get Rich
mentioned
series,
earlier.
really great series.
Great book too.
Yeah.
If you the Almanac of Naval Ravikant, my
Hmm.
favorite, probably my favorite book in the world. But anyways, he talks about the problem with getting on stage is you can never get off. He kind of says something like that, and it reminded me of what you said there. It's like, yeah, if you need to have consistency, you need to keep putting out content. I did live streams. I feel like every day except the weekend. I usually don't, but obviously today, special occasion. For the last like 3 or 4 weeks, sometimes double headers, and it's just like sometimes I get so tired. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. just take a day or two off, relax, don't burn yourself out. But if you wanna, if you wanna grow the channel, whether you monetize or not, you gotta produce content, either live streams, short form, clips, whatever it is. You
Yeah.
gotta have value,
You know who really inspires me is the guys from Fresh and Fit, Myron and Fresh. They do so many freaking shows. I mean, when they stream, they literally stream 6 hours a day, right? They're doing a like a either a Money Monday show or some sort of a guy show on. They have a special guest and stuff like live in studio, and then from there they end up having the after hour show with the girls and stuff on top of that. That's like 3 hours on top of that. So it's like between like 5 to 6 hours of content. Plus, as a YouTuber, there's prep work, and on top of that, they're running individual channels like Fedit and a Fresh Prince CEO channel and stuff like that with blog channel. So like, they're tired, bro. Like, I mean, like,
hmm
not to like say like everything that's going on in the background, but like, they're working so hard. I mean, they're they're really tired and stuff like that. And so it's motivated me to even push harder and stuff like that because that's just true. It's like, I will say this to you. Yesterday, I legitimately was so tired of streaming yesterday. I was so over it, bro. Like, yeah, I
I saw you
really,
yesterday on coffees.
yeah, I was on that. That's what fucked me up is like those assholes. I will say that because they're my buddies, but those assholes like it was supposed to start an hour later, and then like magically like, oh, now I'm an hour late into that stream. Look at that, Latecoin Moses once again, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't see you, and then I came back an hour later, and oh, DCC's there. Okay, cool.
yeah. No, and that's always a running joke, Latecoin Moses and stuff like that. Even like, but usually it's these old, like these. It's so crazy. These guys are so young and stuff still, and they're trying to like Miguel. I have to get to sleep before 5 p.m. in the afternoon, right? So like, pretty
Amazing.
pretty amazing. But those guys are really awesome and stuff. I mean, we're gonna try to do more of those streams and stuff. But like, legitimately, like it was me, Coffee, RG3, and Hexologist were like the first four Hex YouTubers and stuff like that. So we've been wanting to like just do little content here and there, maybe like once a month do a stream together. But it's like, yeah, those are really solid dudes and stuff like that. So yeah,
People
man.
don't realize how much work it takes. I mean,
Yeah,
that's one thing I try not to do. I try not to do streams or interviews where I'm like, oh, what do you want to talk about? I don't know what you want to talk about. It's like beforehand, scheduling work. There's thumbnails. I mean, of course, you can outsource a lot of stuff too. But then
correct.
for me, I prep. Like I have a document. Usually, I have a document with a bunch of questions or topics. I do research. I try to make it a good conversation because it's not even worth my time to get on here for an hour or two if I'm not creating value. Like I don't want to just see myself talk. I just don't want to just I mean AMAs and stuff are fine, but that's the biggest thing. If like new streamers and stuff, just focus on value.
Yeah.
Like what is what you're doing and what you want to talk about actually moving the needle forward, or do you just want to make more content just to get a couple clicks and do clickbait? Like there's a difference between the two, and I think focus on value is how you actually like get people to respect you and grow
Yeah.
and like have that develop that good judgment and stuff, and people come to you for when they need answers for stuff.